She said it was a mistake, that she still loved me, that we could heal, and I believed her, stayed with her, slept beside her, but every morning I wake up wondering if I'm just her fool. I forgave her. That's the part one keep coming back to. Not the affair itself, not the months of suspicion or the moment I found the messages. Not even the image of her with him, which still wakes me up some nights. No, what eats at me is that I forgave her. I said the words. I stayed. I made the choice to keep living in this house, sleeping in the same bed, pretending we were still something worth salvaging. And every day since, I've hated myself a little more. Her name is Rachel. We've been married 12 years. We met in college. She was studying psychology, I was in business. She had this way of listening that made you feel like you were the only person in the room. I think that's what drew me in. I wasn't used to being seen like that. We got married young, bought a house in the suburbs of Indianapolis, had 2 kids, Eli and Grace. I built a career in logistics. She worked part-time at a counseling center. From the outside, we looked solid. Stable. The kind of couple people envy for how easy it all seems. But it wasn't easy. I don't think it ever really was. We had good years, sure. But there was always this quiet distance between us, like we were both playing roles we didn't fully believe in. I worked long hours, came home tired. She was always busy with the kids, the house, her clients. We stopped talking about anything that mattered. Sex became routine, then rare. I didn't cheat. I want to be clear about that. I never even thought about it. I just assumed this was what marriage became after a while. 2 people orbiting each other, bound by history and obligation. Then last summer, I noticed she was different. Lighter, somehow. She started dressing nicer, smiling more. She'd hum to herself while making coffee. I remember thinking maybe she was finally coming out of the fog she'd been in for years. I felt hopeful. I thought maybe we were turning a corner. But then she started guarding her phone. She'd take calls in the garage, say it was work. She'd disappear for hours on weekends, claiming she needed space. I didn't want to believe it. I told myself she was just going through something personal, maybe burnout. I gave her room. I trusted her. One night, she left her phone on the kitchen counter while putting Grace to bed. I wasn't snooping. I swear I wasn't. But it lit up, and I saw a message from someone named M. It said, "Last night was perfect. I can still taste you." I froze. I stared at it for a long time, hoping it was some kind of joke. But it wasn't. I opened the thread. There were dozens of messages. Photos. Plans to meet. I read everything. I don't know how long I stood there. I felt like the floor had dropped out from under me. When she came downstairs, I was still holding the phone. I didn't yell. I didn't throw it. I just handed it to her and said, "Who is he?" She didn't deny it. She didn't cry. She just sat down and said, "I'm sorry." That was it. I asked how long it had been going on. She said 3 months. I asked if she loved him. She said no. I asked if she wanted to leave. She said she didn't know. I didn't sleep that night. I drove around until sunrise, ended up in a Walmart parking lot, just staring at the steering wheel. I thought about divorce. About packing a bag and disappearing. About telling the kids. But I couldn't picture it. I couldn't picture being alone. I couldn't picture explaining to Eli why his mom and dad weren't together anymore. I couldn't picture starting over. So I came home. I told her I wanted to try to fix it. I said I forgave her. She cried then. Said she didn't deserve it. Said she'd do anything to earn back my trust. We went to counseling. We had long talks. She deleted every trace of him. Changed her number. Quit her job. For a while, it felt like maybe we could rebuild. She was attentive, affectionate. She'd reach for my hand in public, kiss me goodnight. I tried to respond. I tried to believe in the new version of us. But something in me had shifted. Something I couldn't get back. I started noticing things. The way she looked at me when she thought I wasn't watching. The way she hesitated before saying, "I love you." The way I flinched when she touched me. I didn't trust her. Not really. I said I did, but I didn't. And worse, I didn't trust myself. I didn't trust my own judgment, my own instincts. I'd missed the signs once. What if I missed them again? What if she was still lying? What if I was just too weak to walk away? That's the word that keeps coming up. I feel weak. I feel like I betrayed myself by staying. Like I taught my kids that betrayal is something you can just sweep under the rug if it's inconvenient to confront. I look in the mirror and I see a man who compromised everything he believed in for the sake of comfort. I used to think I was strong. I used to think I had principles. Now I'm not sure I have anything. We still live together. We still do family dinners, school drop-offs, weekend errands. From the outside, we look fine. But inside, I'm rotting. I wake up every morning with this weight on my chest, this voice in my head saying, "You're a coward." I go to work, I smile at my coworkers, I make small talk. But I'm not really there. I'm somewhere else, stuck in the moment I said, "I forgive you," knowing I didn't mean it. I don't talk to anyone about it. Not my friends, not my parents. I don't want their pity. I don't want their advice. I don't want to hear that I should leave, or that I should stay and move on. I can't move on. I'm not built that way. I remember everything. Every detail. Every lie. Every time she said she was just going out for coffee. I remember the way her voice sounded when she lied. I remember the way I believed her. And I hate myself for it. Some nights, I sit in the garage with a beer and just stare at the concrete. It's quiet there. No kids, no Rachel, no expectations. I think about what my life would have looked like if I'd left. I imagine a small apartment downtown, maybe a dog, maybe weekends with Eli and Grace. I picture myself waking up alone, making coffee, feeling clean. Not happy, necessarily. Just clean. Like I'd made a hard choice and stuck to it. Like I'd honored something in myself. But I didn't. I stayed. And now I live in this half-life, where everything looks normal but nothing feels real. Rachel tries. I'll give her that. She's patient, she's kind. She doesn't push me to talk, doesn't ask for reassurance. She knows I'm not okay, and she doesn't pretend otherwise. Sometimes I catch her crying in the laundry room. I don't comfort her. I just walk away. I know that makes me cruel, but I don't have it in me to be gentle anymore. Not with her. Not with myself. I've thought about cheating. Not seriously, but the thought crosses my mind. Not out of desire, but out of spite. Like maybe if I slept with someone else, I'd feel balanced. Like I'd even the score. But I know it wouldn't help. It wouldn't make me feel strong. It would just confirm what I already suspect, that I've become someone I don't respect. Someone who reacts instead of acts. Someone who drifts. I used to believe in forgiveness. I really did. I thought it was noble. I thought it was the foundation of love. But now I think forgiveness without healing is just self-betrayal. I said the words, but I didn't do the work. I didn't grieve properly. I didn't rage. I didn't demand answers. I just swallowed it all and hoped it would dissolve. But it didn't. It calcified. It became part of me. There's a photo on our fridge of the four of us at the lake last fall. We're smiling. Rachel's arm is around my waist. Eli's holding a fishing rod. Grace is squinting into the sun. I look at that photo every morning while grabbing milk for my coffee. And every morning I feel like a fraud. That man in the picture isn't me. He's a version of me I killed the day I chose to stay. He's someone who believed in second chances. I envy him. I resent him. I've tried journaling. I've tried meditation. I've tried talking to a therapist. Nothing helps. Because the problem isn't confusion, it's clarity. I know exactly what happened. I know exactly how I feel. I just don't know what to do with it. I don't want revenge. I don't want reconciliation. I just want peace. And I don't think I'll ever have it while I'm still here. Sometimes I fantasize about disappearing. Not dramatically, no note, no confrontation. Just packing a bag, getting in the car, and driving until the road runs out. Starting over somewhere no one knows me. Changing my name. Working at a hardware store. Living in a rented room above a diner. It's not realistic, I know. But it's the only scenario where I feel free. I haven't told Rachel any of this. I don't think she could handle it. She wants to believe we're healing. She wants to believe time will fix it. But time doesn't fix betrayal. It just buries it. And eventually, it starts to stink. I think she knows that, deep down. I think she sees it in my eyes when I look at her. That flicker of contempt. That absence of warmth. I don't hate her. I wish I did. It would be simpler. But I don't. I just don't love her anymore. And I don't know how to tell her that without destroying everything. The kids are the only reason I'm still here. That's the truth. I want to be there when Eli learns to drive. I want to walk Grace down the aisle someday. I want to be present. But I worry about what they're learning from me. I worry they'll grow up thinking love means swallowing pain. That loyalty means erasing yourself. That being a good man means being a silent one. I don't want that for them. I want them to be brave. To speak up. To walk away when something breaks beyond repair. I want them to know that forgiveness is a gift, not a duty. That it should come from strength, not fear. I wish someone had taught me that. I don't know how this ends. Maybe one day I'll wake up and the weight will be gone. Maybe Rachel will leave. Maybe I'll finally find the courage to go. Or maybe I'll just keep living like this, half awake, half alive, pretending. I don't know. All I know is that I forgave her. And I hate myself for it. Every single day. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this.